out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. First play, here's Cousins. And the Niners get there and bring him down. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. To throw is Cousins. And that is incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
Dancing to his left. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. A first carry now for Dalvin Cook. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. From the 36, Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Vikings. K.J. Osborne, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Cook, they'll try and run it, and he will get in to make it 8-0. Opening drive touchdown, and 2-point conversion.
Amazing nowadays for the kickers. I've actually talked with a few of them. They're more concerned about the point after touchdown than actually missing regular field goals. So maybe the coach is taking some pressure off here and just going for 2 and saying, I'm saving you for the big stuff later.
He's hanging out by the net. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Drive begins with a carry by Davis Price. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Lance to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Lance and company going on 4th down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, 68 yards. And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And he'll get in to tie this game at 8. So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And he slings one that's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Fourth down, Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 8-8 the score after 1 on EA Sports. On the handoff, Davis Price. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Lance. Oh, that was sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Here's Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working from the gun, Lance gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's a give to Davis Price. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Ty Davis Price, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have moved out in front. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Gold with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's got a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Cousins from the gun on third. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Cousins to throw for it on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. This is Davis-Price. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. First down, and they go right back to Davis-Price. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Second and 7. Lance looking to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready, yellow, 43.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They start the drive with Cook. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Cousins on first down. Rolling to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, here's Cousins. This to C.J. Ham, the fullback. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Lets it fly for Thielen. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. The kick by Gold is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Nwangu now from his end zone. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Davis Price will try to pick it up, and he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And now they'll throw with Lance. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, what a catch by Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 31, Lance complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run for it with Davis Price. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Ty Davis Price, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And this is Cook with the ground. And that's good for a gain of 6. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Here's Cousins. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Running for it, here's Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Osborne. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Cook. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. From the red zone now, Cousins forced out to his left. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. K.J. Osborne with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Lance. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Lance and Kittle in sync for the 49er first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Davis Price on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. 2nd down, and again, it's Davis Price. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Going for it, here's Davis Price.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Another touch for Davis Price.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Now a play fake. Lance.
They'll roll him out right.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. One last shot now for Cousins. Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say adios from Mexico City.
give a now flex. While you there looking the best, feel to get up in your chest. While I soak up my success, getting tokens for your dress. I'll be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage. Acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fade. Try to get it out, but you handsome. You and dance on. Tell your boyfriend, go and put your pants on. Down. The best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting I'm gonzo. Headed where the homie live, cause it's on though. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the San Francisco 49ers. Got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. This taken in at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Two and a throw right away. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5 now. Tua. That swung out to Mostert. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll hit Mostert again here. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. A run with Mostert up the middle, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, Lance. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Oh, what a catch by Ayuk. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. Give to Davis Price up the middle here. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll get Dolphins 30. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Davis Price. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Off of play action, here's Lance. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 yards for number 11. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
They'll run with Davis Price. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Again, it's Davis Price. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 6-0 our score after 1. gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Davis Price. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal? Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kyle Juszczyk. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Here's Tua. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 59 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge, because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Lance. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Davis Price up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Throwing his Lance on third down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 41 yards on the ground for him so far. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Lance. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Play action. Now it's Lance. Under pressure, they got him again. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Come on, set. 33, yellow. Hey, go steal.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
And they'll go for it. Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the gun, it's Lance. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jennings. 12 more yards there and another first down.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. 2nd down, and again it's Davis Price. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Davis Price once more. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Ty Davis Price. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout
as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. There'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And Sanders pulled it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And partner, a lot of kickers in this spot like to aim at the right upright and just draw it back down the center. This one looked like it was aimed at the left upright and just kept bending away.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. A final shot before half for Lance. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So nothing separating these two teams as we head to the break, all square. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On 2nd and 7,
Lance. They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On the handoff, Davis Price. And he's got some space here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ty Davis Price with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have moved out in front.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Gold with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
A short kick taken at the 18.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Tua now on first down. And going deep for Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Lance looking to throw it. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
Here's a give to Davis Price. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The tackle made by Landon Roberts.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
From the 16, Lance. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
Brandon, there was more on his mind there than just getting to the first down marker. Saw an opportunity to get a big play and wasn't going to let the defense do a lot to stop him from getting there.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now Lance. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Niners have retaken a third-quarter lead. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Fight, 97.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
3-3. Ready.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
To throw on 2nd and 6.
Tua. They'll swing this out to Mostert. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And to the left side here, Wilson.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. 2nd down, this is Wilson.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Another carry for Wilson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's in. Complete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
That's Tua's running back, complete.
And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw. He's got Ayuk once again. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Working with a 2nd and 3. Second down, here's Davis Price. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop them on 3rd down. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Here's Davis Price. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
A 46-yard defense.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And that'll keep this a 1-point game. And this stadium just fell silent in a hurry.
Crowd was ready to erupt, weren't they? But guess what? That chance to win one here, to steal one in the final seconds, goes awry.
Down to an E goes Tua, and that should just about do it. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for